Hello. Let's see, vlog 19. I was all off and out of it yesterday, but I'm very happy to report today is going much better. And yesterday, I figured out that I had, in the dark, in my sleepiness, grabbed the wrong pill. I take a tiny bit of caffeine, put it under my tongue. It helps with the genetic condition I have that causes adenosine to build up in my system and makes me sleepy. I don't drink like any caffeinated beverages. I just take a little bit of caffeine pills, which is like way less than a caffeinated beverage. But anyway, I accidentally, in my sleep, being unaware that I had put them in the same container, took a tiny bit of Benadryl instead of caffeine. So that definitely added to my like fogginess yesterday, because I'm really sensitive to Benadryl. It tends to make me really agitated if I'm not like asleep. And yeah, so yesterday I was like really agitated and really out of it mentally. But my mom was also right that I really needed to be doing my walks and my daily routine stuff. So this morning, even though we slept in, which was really nice, the first thing I did was, get ready. We went for our walk this morning, like we used to. So even though I'm still PMSing and experiencing like the neuroticism that comes with PMSing, where like every time he would like start to fuss instead of communicate, it would feel like a knife hitting my nervous system. And I'm sure every friggin' parent out there knows exactly what that feels like. There are just those times where you're just so overstimulated that those like high-pitched shrills and high-pitched like fusses and stuff just so our walk had a little bit of that, but he finally accepted his snack cup, and once he started eating, I think his like fussiness settled down. So I think it was definitely partially on his part low blood sugar, but and also my mom was able to help with him this morning. It actually took a while for me to kind of settle into the energy that allowed me to like actually focus on work, which makes sense, but it's just kind of been so long that I forget that that's like how it is every time when I'm really out of it. So I got to get a lot of work, not a lot, I've only had a couple of hours, but I watched a lot of videos on how to launch this Facebook group correctly, and I'm feeling really connected to the like magnitude of my dreams of what I'm trying to accomplish here. And I just wrote out the description for my group, and it's so magical and it's so much, and I've reconnected to like a dream that I've had of being able to build like, when I was doing Whole30, and I've done all this stuff to like work on my physical health and to work on my mental health, and it's all like tied together. When I was seeing like the holistic doctor that saved my life, because my quality of life was like between, well, first I was like pretty bipolar, so it was like between like 10 to 25 and then up to like 75%, and then up and down. It was really, really awful, and it took years of some really, and I was sick all the time. I was in and out of hospitals, and he rebalanced my systems and helped me with so much stuff, like cognitively. He helped me like get rid of like infancy reflexes that I still had, like all sorts of stuff. But he would describe the different systems, like physiology, the systems in your body as like if you imagine a spider web, and there are different, like say your, cardiovascular health and your digestive health and your immune system and your like all of these different aspects, like your physical body, all of these different things that, you'd need to fix. Like you have to first look at that system and decide like which one is like currently pulling everything out of whack the most. So like if you're, if you go in to see a chiropractor and like your whole body is just holding itself wrong, that's definitely something that's like pulling on all of the other systems. So getting that to like loosen up and let go, and then you look and see like, okay, what other system? Like now it's, really obvious that like your digestion is the next like worst thing out of whack. And if you go through like healing your gut and, all of that, like you might notice that you can't get rid of like that extra weight or whatever because of, like, for me, I always sabotaged myself no matter what I did with weight because due to my trauma in my past, and then therefore the way that I handled like sexuality in general, I did not trust myself to protect myself. And so I was subconsciously using extra weight to protect myself. And it wasn't until like I dealt with that part of the spider web, the the childhood sexual trauma, that allowed me to learn like other things and like that would be covered over like psychotherapy, learn how to be assertive, learn where I wasn't being assertive, learn how to have boundaries and how to be like follow my own intuition so that I didn't keep ending up in situations where I couldn't protect myself, because that's something that I in particular was doing, and therefore I was trying through like self-sabotage and keeping on extra weight to make sure that I was like, I felt like less desirable, I guess, both so that I didn't give in to like a hypersexuality, and also like to try to be less desirable, but that was like a part of the spider web that like really needed to be worked on and let go. And so the dream that I've had is to create like a commune, like a retreat, a place where like a large plot of land where there were like different homes for like myself and my best friend and some members of my family, like all these different like little places that we live, and people would pay money. So when we did Whole30, if you've ever done Whole30, if you've not done Whole30, then you have no ability to understand this concept. But when you've done it, there's something fundamental that like shifts near the end, and you really kind of experience something that makes you go, oh, okay. So like something has changed inside of me, and I now know, like, it's gone past being hard, and it's gone past me being moody, and it's gone past all these other like difficult hurdles and all of that. And like now I'm kind of in this zone where I totally get it. I get why I did this to myself, and what, through these like past 25 days that have been so hard. And like, even those last couple of days before the end where you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna, what am I gonna do with myself when I get done with this? And when you get to the end of it, you're really like, I don't want to eat other food again. Like, I like this. Like, this is really nice. I feel so much better. So it's kind of based off of that concept of like, if you really do something kind of extreme for long enough to get past why it's hard and all of that, and actually like reap the benefits, it's a very different experience, and it's a much more expedited process in healing. And so the concept of the retreat was kind of based around that. Like, if there were all of these services that I could offer you, and you could come and show up, and it would be like ridiculously expensive, right? But it was like an opportunity. Like, people pay a lot of money for this because it really will change your life, right? So you show up, and someone helps you decide, out of all of these things that we offer. Like, it's not like going to a retreat where there's like, in this package you get like, a facial and 4 massages and, like all, like this is where you sit down and you get something completely catered to you. So it would be like, you have a lot of physical issues. Like maybe you in particular don't really need to focus a ton on losing weight, because really like you'd have, need more of like, you need to feel safe, and you need to feel heard, and you need to feel like you're in a safe place to process things that you kind of are like running from and hiding from on a daily basis, and having like that be your main focus. And like, consultations with me, sessions with me, and where we, we work on kind of what are the like emotional blockages and things holding you back. And then, we might have like just 1 or 2 sessions of someone like helping you physically release that stuff as like a massage kind of thing. Maybe just like one adjustment from a chiropractor. Maybe like if you're into acupuncture, we could have something like that, learning kind of meditation. Or if you're somebody who really does need to focus on eating healthier, but you feel overwhelmed by that, then like a lot of what you're doing there, if that's really important to you and something you want to focus on, there's food catered specifically to everybody's different needs, but it's also you go in and you can do like every single day a lesson in like some way to cook in a way, like a consultation, like an actual session with someone who can teach you how to cook for your particular needs and like do it with you and be there with you, like helping you cook all of this food and enjoy it. You get to experience it and enjoy it and know like when you get home, this is something that you could do. So like all of this different stuff, I had way more ideas. But all of this different stuff that people, living there and, like being able to continue to like grow out that community of the people living there, and the services that are offered, everybody has different things that they kind of like have begun to specialize in that are really powerful for some people, and not for everybody. Everybody has different things, but that's why there's just like a bunch of stuff there. And so it's immersive though. So it's like a week package or a 2-week package or 30 days. You go for 30 days. So like you want to go and be on Whole30 and know that like there will be no cheating, and it doesn't have to be about your willpower, because you will be specifically like in like a rehab facility kind of feeling environment, but it's specifically catered to you. And, also with everything else, like what can you dream of that you would need, that like gives you goosebumps of like, holy shit, if I could have, like eat only Whole30 food and have someone to fucking talk to, someone that could actually listen and help, and, somebody that, some way to like heal this like problem in my back, and some way to detox like off of my depression medication, and, get myself stabilized, and, like have, we could have MDs that, could cover any bases to make sure that we're, like fully educated on psychiatrists, and, we could just have everybody being cohesive, right? Like I've had the experience when I've gone in to get a chiropractic adjustment and be like, why don't you have, like, there's a chiropractor in California who was literally like, I've been to probably like 25 chiropractors now. He's literally like 500 times better than any chiropractor I've ever seen. And I always wondered, like, why wouldn't he have an equally amazing massage person that was like in the same office, and you could go and get an adjustment by him, and then he could send you to somebody and say, hey, she needs like this worked out and that worked out, and like you might want to check on this area, there's probably something going on. And then like you spend the next hour with somebody like helping free up all the stuff that like he just opened up. You know what I mean? Like it could be so much more powerful. And like that's the whole concept of taking that and being like, all of these people know each other and like work in alignment with each other. So I would be taking you out of like a session where you and I like talked really deeply about stuff, and and taking you to go work with, say, my sister, who is like a nutritionist and a chef, an amazing chef, and she will be working on catering all this stuff. But I also know that she's really good at helping people like understand like businessing and marketing stuff. And that's something that came up between you and me, and something that I know that you would really enjoy talking to her about. And I can like connect, tell her like that part of what it is that you and I talked about, and you can get the most out of like what she can offer you while she's like cooking with you and teaching you about food and helping you figure out the right nutrition for you and all of this stuff. And she can also do like another consultation for like business stuff. And that's not exactly what I was going for in that example, but anyway, all of these people who have like the same general like vibe and mission and like life view. And then anyway, this vlog is getting crazy long, but the point is that a lot of those like how big this is and how far it goes kind of parts of my dream have been like awakening and feeling all connected. So I'm really excited, and I'm both very grateful to be feeling better today, and I'm also relieved to feel like I do have some sort of control. Like if I make myself go for my walk every morning, which wasn't a problem. I don't know why I stopped. I guess it really was kind of the weather. If I really make myself go for my walk every morning and listen to my personal development stuff, it really changes everything, and it really, really makes a difference. So if you're not getting out and like getting some fresh air, getting your blood pumping, and getting some sort of like positive something going through your head, those things at least sometime in the day, like your state of mind can definitely suffer. I've been coasting and doing so well for so long, and just like 2.5 days of missing my walks had me like pulling my hair out. And maybe the Benadryl too. But Anyway, super long vlog. I am feeling great and I'm really excited. And if you want to join my group and get in on the ground floor of everything that's going on now, I will definitely put a link in the description. I'm still building it as of today, so if you're seeing this literally as I post it, please feel free to join. Just, you know, it's under construction. And then very soon I'm going to be just supercharging it full of people and having a lot of stuff going on, and continuing and pouring of people and continuing to get people interacting, and I'm going to create a tribe that's going to change the world. And I have absolutely no lack of confidence in claiming that. So, that is it for today. Sadly, I don't have Thane here to tell you goodbye because he is playing with his grandmother, giving me some sanity time. But I'm going to go get him because I'm tired and he needs a nap because I need a nap. So thank you guys. Love you. I never remember to say like and subscribe and comment or any of that stuff, but definitely do those things because it helps make sure that like more people see my stuff, and that makes the world a better place because I'm awesome. It's just the truth. So